Welcome to our second annual Celebration of Excellence in Education. My name is Kayla Oteza, and I'm the Teacher Academy of Maryland program. I'm so excited to set the stage for this amazing event. Tonight we'll be honoring the wide field of education and those amazing staff members, the superstars of our system who make it happen. Whether it's those who have gone before us or our current staff, HCPS staff members are true rock stars in their own right, and tonight is their night. Since one of the groups we're honoring tonight is our beloved teachers, I thought I'd flip the scripts and take the part of the teacher in this moment. So, before our event or class begins, please silence your cell phones, but keep them out. You may want to snap some pictures throughout the evening. Also, we love to celebrate, so applause is totally appropriate and expected. And now, will you please welcome two passionate educators in their own right, our MCs for this evening, Dr. Paula Stanton and Dr. Peter Carpenter.
Right? Oh my goodness. It is so. Can we just give a huge round of applause to Kayla Oteza, please? I started the whole thing when she came and we came up here, we looked at everything, we talked about everything. I said, hey, the energy that you bring to this at the very beginning is going to set the tone for the entire night. Yes. Did she not bring the energy? Really, truly.
She brought it.
And she is in our TAM program, which is, she is a future teacher right there. Even better. Thank you so much, Kayla. You did an amazing job.
And guess what, Peter? She told me over there that she wants to be a math teacher and that she's going to come back to Harford County Public Schools and teach in our classroom.
Yes.
So now you have to do it, Kayla.
Speaking of Kayla and our Teacher Maryland program, we have a whole slew of TAM students over here. Can you guys stand up, please? You're in your shirts over here.
Woo!
They're the ones that greeted you at the door. Future educators right there, there's nothing better. And we're so glad that you're here with us this evening because we are celebrating all that is right and good in education. And I have to tell you, I just feel like I need to step back because Paula just looks very lovely this evening, doesn't she? I don't even feel like I'm in the same universe as her in this moment.
You know, Peter's just trying to keep me from doing my annual embarrassment of him about how good he looks. So I'm just going to say it in terms that our students will understand. Peter, when you got dressed today, you ate. For those of you who don't know what that means, he looks good.
I was going to say I did eat today, but just kidding. But in all seriousness, we are so glad you are here this evening. And how cool is it that we got to roll out the literal red carpet for our star-studded cast of characters from Harford County Public Schools. I love our theme this year. You are the star. Not you are the star, but you are the star. And what better way to show up than if we are among the stars? Huge, massive thank you to Mountain Christian Church, not only for the use of their space, but also for making sure that we had the right stars out and about in the lobby. I love movies, and even nowadays, shows. The visual arts can be some of the most binge-worthy moments which make us laugh, help us to escape some of the monotony and realities that we are facing in life. And for me, I think I love those shows which make us think. Would that be true of me? I probably like those.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely loves the cerebral shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a skosh. I know that some of my favorite movies, though, are from the superhero genre. How many of you like superhero, Marvel, that kind of stuff? Okay, cool. Me too. I'm Team Marvel. And they not only are fun and thrilling, but they also give me pause to see life in a whole different way. Do you have a show or movie that you're binging right now or that you really enjoy, Paula?
Peter, you know I love to watch TV. So last year, you all may recall, I talked about Morris Chestnut. And so I've forgotten all about him because I've met Aaron Pierre. Now, don't start Googling him right now, do it later. But you will thank me later. He was in a movie that I watched recently called Rebel Ridge. But really, the show that I binge watched most recently was The Residents. Did you all see that? Shonda, yes. So it was about, I won't tell the whole story, but it was about a tragedy in the White House where the usher was found murdered. But it's a comedy. And I really like shows that try to put comedy with sort of this mystery type of feel. And so I really love that show. Check it out when you get a chance.
I love that.
A lot of times when we enjoy a movie or show, we tend to place the credit for its successes on those people we see on the screen, the actors. But the reality is, it takes a whole group of people to make a movie great or a show binge-worthy. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes that we don't see. And every person who is involved is important for crafting a successful experience.
I guess that's why it takes 5 to 10 minutes at the end of a movie for the credits to roll. There's a lot of people.
Yeah. You know, that's right. But speaking of credits, when we got to thinking about this event, our school system is a lot like a movie or show. There are so many people who make student learning happen, and while our teachers are the ones who are at the forefront, the ones we see most often with students, there's a whole cast of characters who are equally as passionate, talented, and credentialed, who we thought we need to honor. We want you to know that we see you all as superstars.
Absolutely. So in the spirit of an awards show, tonight we are going to honor our Celebration of Excellence in Education categories to include so many of the folks who may be seen as supporting cast, but are very, very credit-worthy.
Yes, this year, we are continuing on with the categories we introduced last year and adding a special new category. In November and December of last year, a survey was distributed to the system and the community, inviting them to nominate those who exhibit excellence in the following areas: Education Support Professional of the Year, Custodian of the Year, Facilities Worker of the Year, Technology Professional of the Year, Food and Nutrition Worker of the Year, Assistant Principal of the Year, and Principal of the Year. And this year, we're also adding transportation professionals, bus driver of the year, special needs driver of the year, and bus attendants of the year. Please welcome them to the CEE family. A panel of judges and employees reviewed the applications and narrowed the nomination field down to 3 candidates for each of these categories. And tonight, we will see who will be crowned what we've affectionately referred to as an ODie, which stands for Of the Year. And tonight is an extra special night because for the 31st year in a row, we will crown our HCPS Teacher of the Year as well.
Isn't that exciting? It's good stuff. It's good stuff. We also have a lot of other awards to celebrate in our system. For example, our supervisor of nursing, Mary Nasuda, was named this year as Nurse of the Year in the state of Maryland, or Nurse Supervisor of the Year in the state of Maryland, which is really, really awesome and remarkable, right? And we have with us this evening our Student Services Standout Award. Say that 3 times fast. Whew, that's a tongue twister. Winner for this year, who is Rachel Potter, who is one of our outstanding school psychologists. Rachel, are you here this evening? Can you stand up, please, and wave so we can see? There she is. Yay. Give her a round of applause for outstanding excellence. 3 years ago, we expanded the Teacher of the Year Fund to ensure that every Harford County Public School would elevate one teacher who they would say is their Teacher of the Year. And this year, we are continuing that tradition. Not only will we have a top 5, we also have a top 54, and we will be honoring those top 54 candidates tonight, one from each school. Each of the 54 nominees could elect whether or not they wanted to continue to compete for the top 5 Teacher of the Year spot. From our 54, 34 decided to throw their hats in the ring to be considered for the title of Teacher of the Year.
And after a rigorous, and I mean rigorous, vetting of those who elected to go forward, 5 have emerged as our top 5 Teachers of the Year this year. And I know from my own experience, they must be very excited, a little nervous, and also maybe a little bit overwhelmed.
I know I feel that way myself for the nominees. Every year, I always sit on the edge of my seat wondering, who's it going to be this year? Who will it be? And this year, we will get to ask that question not just for our Teacher of the Year, but also our other categories as well. Let's take a few moments and ask our OD nominees to please stand. If you are in one of the categories that Paula just read and our top 5 Teachers of the Year, would you please stand? And if you are one of our 54 Teachers of the Year, would you please stand? We appreciate all of you very deeply, very deeply. While we are in this celebratory mode, this is a celebration of excellence in education after all, and we would be remiss not to acknowledge those who have contributed to making this happen. It's important to note 100% of this event is sponsored by our outside partners, vendors, and sponsors. Not 95%, not 98% or 99.99999%, 100%. And toward the end of our program, we will take some time to acknowledge those who have generously supported the Harford County Public Schools with this event. But can we give them a preemptive round of applause?
Okay, Peter, let's stay on the celebration train for just a minute. We want to invite each of you to think about your own life and those people who have invested in you. It might be a parent, a family member, a teacher. Picture them in your mind. Get a picture of what they were wearing, how they acted with you, and why you're thankful for them. In the coaching world, we try to send loving kindnesses to people who we love. It's simply a mental thank you that you might offer to them for their investment and for the time and for their care. So send a mental loving kindness to them at this time.
And tons of research confirms the notion that gratitude is the ultimate practice in whole being wellness. Practices such as upon waking up noting 3 things you're grateful for can set the mood and the tone of the day and make it go in the right direction. I know I did that this morning when I was thinking about today and thinking about all of the greatness in this space. That was something that was at the top of my list of 3 things this morning. Stopping amid a stressful day to ponder the good refocuses our lens and helps us to recommit to the reasons why we do what we do. Even ending the day by writing down 3 things that happened that were positive can positively impact sleep, mood, and interpersonal relationships. Gratitude has been noted to be the butterfly effect. When we practice it, directly impacts others with whom we interact, right? And on and on and on and on it goes. In essence, that's the heartbeat of education. That's the why behind so many of our employees. Positive impact for students. Tonight is designed to hit the pause button to practice those gratitude moments intentionally and publicly for all who contribute to the learning of our students. In thinking about celebrating our staff, it occurred to us that many of us wouldn't be here where we are without a someone from our lives who have gone before us, who have invested in us. And that investment lives on in us because we were invested in, we return the favor and invest in others. So tonight, we are going to honor 2 educators who have gone before us. Both are retired and still hold the title of educational rock stars and excellent educators. So tonight, we will formally induct Mr. Joseph Stevens and Mr. Chris Terry into the HCPS Educator Hall of Fame. I'd like to invite Linda Chamberlain, president from the Harford Retired Educators Association, and Mr. Joe Stevens and Chris Terry to please come forward to join us on the stage. Mr. Joseph Stevens received his Bachelor of Science degree in elementary education from Bloomsburg State College. He went on to earn his Master's in Administration and Supervision and an Advanced Professional Certificate from Loyola University, where he later served as an adjunct professor of elementary mathematics. Mr. Stevens began teaching for Harford County Public Schools in 1965 at Oakington Elementary School, which is no longer here if you're wondering where that is. He taught 4th grade as well as summer school reading. He then went to Bel Air Elementary School, which is still here, where he took the role of teaching assistant principal, teaching 6th grade full-time, which added duties to his role as an assistant principal. In 1970, Mr. Stevens was promoted to full-time assistant principal at several schools in the county, including William Paca Old Post Road, Deerfield Elementary, and Edgewood Elementary. In 1991, he accepted his final position with Harford County Public Schools as the principal of Bakerfield Elementary, where he served until his retirement in 2005, and that's where I got to work with you when you were at Bakerfield. While principal at Bakerfield, Mr. Stevens oversaw the renovation of the building, which involved the school's population being split between 3 different schools in the area: Halls Crossroads, Bakerfield Elementary, and Aberdeen High. And if you're a principal, you know that that is a challenge to have to overcome. Mr. Stevens is described as a leader who maintained an open-door policy, and I know that to be true. To share celebrations and concerns with him, he took time to acknowledge every person on his staff and made sure that his school building was successful. And most importantly, he was a tireless advocate for kids. Mr. Stevens retired from HCPS in 2005 after dedicating 40 years to students and colleagues in Harford County and to the greater education community. Mr. Stevens' colleague, Mr. Chris Terry, is also here this evening. He received his Bachelor of Science degree from Towson State College in 1966 and his Master's from Loyola in 1971. He went on to pursue his Master's plus 30 and an Advanced Professional Certificate at Loyola, University of Maryland, and Morgan State University, which he completed in 1974, which was a very amazing year, Mr. Terry, very amazing year. It was the year I was born. His teaching career began with Harford County Public Schools in 1966 as a 6th grade teacher at Halls Crossroads Elementary, and in 1968 he was transferred to Dublin, where he taught 6th grade and served as the assistant principal until 1970. He was then promoted to Slate Ridge Elementary as a teaching principal. Can you imagine? A teaching principal for 1 year, and then assumed the position of a full-time principal for the next 2 years. In 1973, Mr. Terry became principal of Homestead Elementary, and in 1976, he accepted his final position as the Harford County Public Schools as principal of Homestead Wakefield Elementary, serving in his role until retirement in 1998. Mr. Terry is described as a great advocate for children and teachers, being a leader who listened to and respected the views of others. He approached each situation with a big picture mindset, creating an environment of trust in which everyone worked together for the benefit of all. Mr. Terry's high standards for teaching and learning, his strong work ethic, and his ability to instill in others a commitment to excellence earned him admiration and respect from parents, staff, and colleagues across the school system. In 1998, Mr. Terry retired from Harford County Public Schools after 32 distinguished years of dedication to the Harford County community. Mr. Terry returned to HCPS as an acting principal on 4 different occasions. You couldn't get enough of us, could you, Mr. Terry? 4 different occasions following retirement. These gentlemen really have blazed a really great path for us in our work, so can we please give them a round of applause? And Linda, I'll give you the mic. You can take this mic.
Having worked with both of these gentlemen, I know what dedicated people they were for the thousands of students that they impacted in their careers in the school system. And it is such an honor and a pleasure to be able to present these certificates to them from the Harford County Retired School Retired School Personnel Association, which encompasses everyone in the school system who ever had a job in Hartford County Public School. So we are almost 600 strong and looking for new members. So if you know anybody who's retired, ask them to join us. But I'm quite honored to do this, having worked with both of these men and know how dedicated they were to students and families and their communities. So congratulations to both of you.
If you'd like to say a few things, you may.
I was told we were able to give some brief remarks, so this is going to be really brief, quite honestly. But again, I would just like to thank the Retired School Personnel Association, for this award. It was just an honor to be nominated, let alone selected for this. Had a chance to look over the list of previous inductees, and really just feel very humbled to be able to join the list of those outstanding educators with, some of them I really knew personally, with that. The second point that I really wanted to make was that, as mentioned, I did serve in various schools and various capacities with that. Just to mention again, the most unique one probably was when we had one of our lean budget years, and I was reassigned to Deerfield Elementary in the morning, Edgewood Elementary in the afternoon, and then every other week up at Darlington Elementary to help out. It was really a unique experience for that. But again, with that, from those different experiences, I really did learn a lot, and it did help me, along my educational journey, because each was unique, and you glean what you can, from that. Along the way, again, mentioned before, we all need to be student advocates. No matter what our role is in the system, we all have that responsibility to help champion students and to really try to solicit and help them achieve their potential. And again, probably my greatest satisfaction was just to serve as principal at Bakerfield. It was really a good community to work with, and they really did partner along the way. We had some planning and trepidation, especially for fifth grade, which was housed in a special, wing at Aberdeen High School. First, a little reserved about that, but again, all the teamwork that was accomplished helped to really make that a very successful endeavor with that. And again, just as like most individuals, I just hope that some of my time that we spent at Bakerfield really made a positive difference in the lives of the staff and the students there, with that. So again, I'd just like to thank the Retired School Personnel Association for this award. It's something that I really will cherish and for a long time to come. Thanks again.
I should have gone first. Kinds of things that Joe mentioned, I feel very deeply as well. I'm truly humbled and honored to be here in this position and place. And I'd like to thank Linda Chamberlain, who was the one who nominated me, and I think at least one other of my endorsers, I guess, in the audience, whom I can't see, but is here as well. They were outstanding teachers in my earlier years at Homestead Wakefield Elementary School, and I had the good fortune to be able to work with numerous outstanding educators for 32, actually 33 plus years, counting the substitute times I did, and I couldn't have been happier and healthier, happier to have learned from all of them. And the list of honorees that have preceded us in the Hall of Fame, I'm also wonderfully honored to be a part of that group, because so many of those names I recognize, many of them I've worked with, and many of them served as advisors and supervisors, counselors to me as I started my career. I also had the great fortune to have wonderful communities, school communities that were supportive during the years that I worked in a large, comprehensive two-building elementary school. Without that, I wouldn't be here. Without Linda and the fine teachers that I had worked with, I wouldn't be here, and I want to thank them very, very much. I'd also like to just add, for all of those of you out here who are honorees this evening, I commend you, because as a longtime school-based administrator, the value that you provide to the school and the school system can't be topped, because without you, the schools and the school system would not be functioning as well as it has for many, many, many years. I started my career here in Harford County. This is 75 of my 80 years I've been associated with the Harford County Public Schools. You're going to say, how is that? Well, I started as a first grade student at Halls Crossroads in 1950. After graduating from Aberdeen High School 12 years later, going to college, I then came back to the school system to teach a 6th grade class, my first assignment, at Halls Crossroads Elementary School. Ironically, the classroom that I entered in as a first grader was the same classroom that I taught my first year in teaching here in Harford County. So all of my children came through Harford County Public Schools. My brothers and sisters who still live here in Harford County also went through Aberdeen High School, public schools in the county, and even 2 of my grandkids. So Harford County holds a special place to me, and this honor is something that I truly will cherish forever, and I thank you.
Thank you.
Can we please thank Joe and Chris for their years of experience? Mr. Stevens and Mr. Terry are joining over 200 other educators who have been inducted into the Educator Hall of Fame. That's a lot of excellence. Joe and Chris's names will be added to our Educator Hall of Fame plaque, prominently displayed in the A.A. Roberti building. Chris and Joe, on behalf of HCPS, thank you. Thank you. Band.
All right. I'm dancing in spirit, but I know I'm on stage and I don't want you all to see that. So now that we've honored 2 of our retired educators, let's bring some of our current superstars from HCPS into the spotlight. Tonight, we're going to share with you some of those who support our schools in a variety of ways. For each category, the department head or lead will take the stage to share the winner from each category. Each of our winners focuses on high levels of inclusivity and customer service. In addition to that, our instructional nominees demonstrate exceptional two-way communication with families and high-quality family engagement.
So, here's how this part will work. In the spirit of an awards show, we will name a category and the respective nominees for that category. From there, we will have a guest come up and reveal the winner, and we have all of the cards up here.
Ooh.
Who will they be? You haven't looked, have you?
Yep. No, I didn't look.
So she knows. She knows. The winner will then have the chance to come up on the stage for recognition and to say just a few words. And like any other awards show, we like to keep the fun moving. So if it looks like your time is ending, we will provide a gentle reminder, right, Paula?
Gentle reminder.
To please conclude your comments. Additionally, we have our awesome student performers, and these folks are from the Havre de Grace High School to keep the party going when the winner is revealed, right?
Yes, I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Paula, who do we have first?
First up, I'd like to invite Ms. Christy Crawford-Smick to the stage to present our Educational Support Professional of the Year Award. Ms. Crawford-Smick is the president of the Hartford Education Association. Our educational support professionals are essential to the success of our students and our staff and encompass our administrative support professionals, school safety liaisons, paraprofessionals, media technicians, and inclusion helpers. This year, we had 3 nominees for Educational Support Professional of the Year, and the nominees are...
Should we have them stand?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, the nominees are over here.
Christine Fletto, media technician from Aberdeen High School. Megan Houston, paraeducator from Forest Lakes Elementary School. Shawar Webster, administrative support professional from Edgewood High School. All right, Christy, would you like to do the honors?
Absolutely. And the winner of the Educational Support Professional of the Year is Shwa Webster.
Wow. Greetings to everyone, Dr. Bolson, the entire leadership staff of Hartford County Public Schools, to my esteemed principal, Ms. Sandy McMichael, who tolerates me every day. So they told me that I only had 2 minutes, so I got my thing down to 1 minute, 59 seconds. So I decided that I was going to write a little poem about my experience at Edgewood High School. So, 1 minute, 59 seconds. I look in the mirror, and who do I see? I see a beautiful woman looking back at me. Every day walking into Edgewood High School, I have a smile on my face, and I always thank the Lord for his grace. Even when I feel like I have been knocked down, I get up and put my feet back to the ground. Sometimes I laugh, sometimes I may cry with students and staff. Many times, when I told I couldn't make it, I rose from the ashes and the dust and realized my why. Some days I'm amused, other days I might have quite a case of the blues. But determined has always been my name. I'm in it to win it. I'm serious about my game. Amid the night, I had some huge hills to climb because referrals piled up. First there was 1, and then there were 9. But the relief I needed always came on time. I served my time doing honorable deeds, making sure my work is done and my first ladies of Edgewood succeed. Because wherever you go, there will always be a need. I am strong. I am the rhythm of my song. I am more than my surroundings. I am the melody of triumph. I am fire. I am light. I have been working at Edgewood High School for over 25 years, so I think I've done something right. Thanks for this honor. I feel blessed.
Right. Congratulations, Shua. And at this time, oh yeah, we could clap for her again. I have a colleague who had a little saying up on her wall in her classroom that says, when one claps, everyone claps. So can we design that into tonight? When one claps, everyone claps, yeah. At this time, I'm going to invite the vivacious and energetic Miss Kathy Bendis, our Assistant Superintendent for Operations, to the stage. Tonight, Miss Bendis will be announcing our Custodian of the Year and Facilities Professional of the Year. Custodians are the stewards and keepers of our buildings, and they are often the friendly face for our students and staff and the rescue for our teachers when there is a crisis. And our facilities workers are our heroes who swoop in to offer their expertise in a crisis, right? Tonight, we are honoring 3 custodial candidates and 3 facilities workers of the years. And when we call your name, please stand. You get to hold those until we have them stand. And the custodial workers of the year nominees are from Forest Lakes Elementary School, Mr. Christopher Beck. From Emerton Elementary School, Tanisha Gannon, Chief Custodian. And from Edgewood High School, James Sexton. The floor is yours. Come on up to the mic, Kathy. I know you're excited.
I'm very excited. All right, the Harford County Public School Custodian of the Year is James Sexton from Edgewood High
You can give him the envelope.
Well, I honestly didn't expect this, so first I'd like to thank you all for the honor of even being up here. I'd like to thank everybody in the school system, who's supported all of us here. I'd like to thank my crew, who's always willing to, work hard, jump in whenever I need them, help me out, help each other out. I'd like to thank my staff at my school. They're always calling me, keeping me busy, so I don't have a rough night. I'd like to thank my mother, who raised me with good work ethics and attitude. Thank my dad for staying out the way to let her do that. I'd like to thank both my older brother and sister for all the support they give me. Without them, probably wouldn't be here either. And, I hope to keep up the good work and keep making my school proud. My mom raised me to believe that family helps each other out and looks out for each other, and I'd like to think of all of us as family. So let's all just keep looking out for each other and doing our best. Thank you.
Don't you love that message that we're all family? We act like it too, don't we? We do. We love each other, but we also love each other, right? In addition to our custodial professionals, there are a whole host of trained and credentialed facilities professionals who provide outstanding service to our schools and staff. From fixing a leaky pipe to ensuring that the electricity in the classroom is safe, our facilities professionals are top-notch. This year's HCPS Facilities Professional of the Year nominees are Arthur Novotny, Roofing Crew Chief. Please stand. Please stand when I call your name. Ralph Williams, Automated Building Systems Technician. Kathy?
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, wait, I have one more,
okay.
sorry. I knew I had one more. Somebody's messing with my mind. Okay. Edward Rickmers, Environmental Compliance Assistant. Please stand. We didn't forget you. Now Kathy's gonna come and do the honors.
Awesome. All right, the Harford County Public School Facilities Professional of the Year is Ralph Williams.
All I gotta say is thank you. If you need us, give us a call.
That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Probably the shortest speech in this ceremony's history, wouldn't you say?
But we don't want the rest of you to think you have extra time, though.
No. Nope. Well, you know what, Paula? And we have a new group with us this year. Is our bus driver, special needs driver, and bus attendants of the year nominees. We are so glad to be adding them into the fold of our celebration of excellence this year. And I'm going to ask Danielle Bedsole, please, our Director of Transportation, to please come up front. Yeah, we can give Danielle a round of applause. Danielle is going to help us name the Transportation Professionals of the Year. Are you ready? All right, I'm going to give you those and I'll name them for you. So we know that our bus drivers and attendants are the first face that our students see each morning. And we also know that they are committed to providing a safe, secure, smooth ride to school each day. And we are really grateful to have them in service to our system. The nominees for General Education Bus Driver of the Year are Benny Kimball from Bus 897. You hear Benny stand up? Tammy Urich. There she is, from Bus 887. This is exciting, isn't it, Danielle?
It is. And the 2025 General Education Bus Driver of the Year is Tammy Urich.
I'm not prepared for this at all. But thank you to all students and staff, especially the students, because I fall in love with them. They become mine when they're on the bus. And I think a lot of bus drivers feel that way. And thank you to the school that nominated me and families, and to my husband who came and supported me. Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to do the nominees for a Special Education Bus Driver of the Year. Norma Arbaugh, please stand. And Timothy Olivet, please stand. And we're going to have you come back up, Danielle, and tell us who it is.
3 for 1.
I know. And the 2025 Special Education Bus Driver of the Year is Tim Olivet.
Okay, I wasn't prepared for this either, so it's going to be really short. I'm humbled by this. There's a lot of great bus drivers out there. Norma, the other finalist, I figured she'd won. I didn't have to get up here and say anything, so here I am. I want to thank God for helping me get up at 4:30 every morning. Thank my family for putting up with me being grouchy and getting up at 4:30 every morning. And then thank God again for keeping me, the bus, my attendant, and most special of all, my students safe every day to and from school. I love what I do, and I don't know what I would do that I would enjoy anymore. So thank you all.
I just keep wanting to dance like that. All right, and the nominees for you get to have another like 3 in a row. This is awesome. And the nominees for Bus Attendant of the Year are Tammy Johnson, and Susan LaFawn. One more time.
And the 2025 Bus Attendant of the Year is Tammy Johnson. Unfortunately, Tammy couldn't be here in person tonight, but we look forward to celebrating this accomplishment with her in person soon.
At this time, I'll ask Mr. Drew Moore, Director of Technology, to come to the stage to present this evening's winner. Technology continues to be a huge influence in our lives. It makes life easier when it works and brings those occasional headaches when it doesn't. This year, we have the unique opportunity to present to you 3 outstanding technology professionals who support HCPS on a daily basis. And this year's HCPS Technology Professional of the Year nominees are Jack Getz, Senior Software Developer. Please stand. Christopher Long, Client Administrator. Please stand. And Jeffrey Norris, Technology Systems Integrator. Come on up, Drew.
And the 2025 Technology Professional of the Year is Jack Getz.
Everyone, thank you all. I was totally prepared for this, so I did write a speech, but I left it on the printer, and Jason Wilkinson only gave me half of it, so I don't have it. I want to thank, first and foremost, my wife, beautiful and mystical Celine. She puts up with me, which is very difficult to do. I want to thank Director Moore, who somehow hired me when I said my 5-year plan was to move out of my mother's basement. Assistant Superintendent Kathy Bendis, who is a great listener, and I look forward to working with her, as well as my team leader, Matt Payne, who can't be here tonight, but he's with us in spirit. I told him I rented a tux from Men's Warehouse, and the link to the reservation was Rick Astley. And I got him today. So, yeah, Rick rolled him. Yeah, there you go. But finally, I just want to thank the teachers, because I started as a developer and I've been posting Teachers of the Year. Paula was one, you know. So I know, like, Christian was one. I know who all these people are, and I look up to the teachers and I respect them, especially the TAM, the students in the TAM program, because they are our future. As a technologist, be skeptical of AI, because they are our future humanity, the warmth, the human touch, and the subtlety of everyday moments. So I want to thank you all, and most of all, thanks to students, staff, and teachers.
I love that, Jack. Thank you so much for sharing that. How many of you, raise your hand, true confessions time, have ever had a school breakfast or lunch in your life? Oh, yeah. I lived off of them my first year teaching. Our cafe staff brings tons of joy to our students every day, and I can tell you from my experience as a principal, you haven't lived until you've been in a school cafe during the month of September when our kindergarten stars are learning to access their lunches. We affectionately like to refer to it as, Linda Chamberlain used to call it, herding cats. But in all seriousness, our food and nutrition department provides a critical service to our students: access to meals. Healthy meals equals healthy learners, and this year's nominees not only dish up delicious food, but they also provide tremendous customer service. Let's all welcome Mrs. Kristen Sudzina, Supervisor of Food and Nutrition, to the stage, because tonight, Mrs. Sudzina will present our Food Service Professional of the Year. Can we give Kristen a round of applause? And I would like to also mention that you all enjoyed some great food out in the lobby, hopefully, before you started, all made by our students. From various high schools, and Kristen helped to corral that. So thank you, Kristen. We appreciate that very much. The nominees are William Ford, Forest Hill Annex Distribution Associate. There he is. Tina Parker, Magnolia Middle School General Worker. There she is. And Tammy Wilson, Roy Williams Elementary School Satellite Kitchen Assistant. Who will it be? Who will it be? Who will it be?
I know, I'm nervous as well. Dun, 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 dun. All right, the 2025 Food and Nutrition Professional is Tina Parker from Magnolia Middle School.
Nervous. Hello, everybody. I want to thank everybody who helped me support me getting me here. Leah, Christian, Darren, Derek, Magnolia Elementary, Middle, and High. I want to thank everybody. I want to say, I'm sorry, I'm nervous. But I just want to say thank you. Hi, Pastor Reeves. Thank y'all.
Our school-based administrators truly have one of the most challenging and rewarding roles in our school system. Having been both a principal and an assistant principal, I can say that the hours are long, but the rewards are even better. For the second time this year, Harford County Public Schools is honoring 3 dedicated, hardworking assistant principals and principals, 2 of which will be crowned the Harford County Public Schools Assistant Principal and Principal of the Year. At this time, please help me welcome our principal's principal, Mr. Mike O'Brien, Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, to the stage. The nominees for these 2 awards, like other awards, came from community and school-based nominations. These nominations were narrowed down to 3 finalists each, and after an interview process, a winner was selected by a panel of judges. The nominees for Harford County Public Schools, I just got goosebumps. I don't even know why. This has been like, sorry. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Was that the hand?
No, this is the loving hand.
Oh, okay. The nominees for Harford County Public Schools Assistant Principal of the Year are Lisa Marie Bermudez, Edgewood High School. John Seamson, C. Milton Wright High School. Danny Zabrowski, Magnolia Elementary School. The podium is yours, Mr. O'Brien.
Thank you. All right. The light's shining off my head, isn't it? All right. The 2025 Assistant Principal of the Year is Lisa Marie Bermudez.
All right. I wrote it because I know how I get when I'm nervous, so it's exactly 2 minutes. I am truly thankful, honored, and humbled with this recognition as Assistant Principal of the Year. This recognition is not just a reflection of my work, but of the incredible team I have the privilege to work alongside every day. Not only have they been great support, but they have taught me so much during my 4 years at Edgewood High School. I would also like to thank the Edgewood High School staff. I am thankful for their trust, their understanding, and their passion and commitment to our students. I would like to thank my family for their support, understanding, and their prayers so I'm able to do the job that I am meant to do. I would not be able to do this job without their support. Every day we have the opportunity to make a difference in a child's life, to be a source of encouragement, and to create an environment where every student feels seen, valued, and empowered to reach their full potential. I thank God that He has placed me in a school where I can support not only students, staff, but also the community. To the other finalists, John and Daniel, you're both a beacon of light at your schools. I celebrate your greatness and your passion to support your school community. This award is not just for me, it's for everyone who has been a part of my 26-year journey at Harford County Public Schools. Thank you, HCPS, for this incredible honor.
Oh, I was ready to keep going.
Go ahead.
We got the Principal of the Year to announce,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we got to get that done now. All right, so the nominees for the 2025 Harford County Public Schools Principal of the Year are Karen Jankowiak from Halls Crossroads Elementary School, Christian Slattery, Jarrettsville Elementary School. And Melissa Williams, Joppatown High School.
All right.
Open it.
I ripped the other one. And the 2025 Principal of the Year is Melissa Williams.
Wow, thank you so much. I am truly honored to other nominees, Karen and Christian. Congratulations, you guys are amazing. My Joppatown family, all of the families that I have had the honor of being a part of in my career, thank you. And to everyone, we are in the best career in the world because everyone gets to learn every day, and we get to be around that every day. So never stop learning from each other, from your students, from your families. I am lucky enough to be accompanied tonight by some of the people that I have been so lucky to have learned from in my career. Ms. Nancy Reynolds, early in my career, one of my principals, Mr. James Fulton, who I got to learn from, Pastor Reeves, who's already gotten a shout out. But so many people who I have been able to learn from, and I hope that I've been able to touch a few lives, some families, and I am thankful for the opportunity to continue doing that. Thank you.
Wow, I'm really proud of every single one of our winners so far. And to be honest, I'm also having a little arm envy. Did you see those arms? I know you are too. I got flat, but anyway. The HCPS Teacher of the Year program has been around for 30 years. During that time, the process has evolved to the point where this year we're honoring 54 Teachers of the Year. Each community nominated a teacher to represent their school as their resident Teacher of the Year. Tonight, we'd like to honor those 54 teachers. If you are one of those 54 teachers who were nominated this year, will you please stand? Hold on. Hold on.
Standing ovation.
You will see their names displayed on the screen, and when you do, let's join them and give them a standing ovation. I mean, you can go off, but remember we're in a church, but you can go off, all right? Let's give them a round of applause as you see them come across the screen.
Stand up, let's stand up.
Standing ovation. Yes. Each of our 54 nominees are walking away with a one-of-a-kind Excellence in Education polo shirt, courtesy of our generous sponsors. Teachers, we hope you enjoy letting the world know the pride we all feel that you are representing educators across Harford County this year. After their initial nomination, each nominee could elect to continue to compete for the top 5 Teacher of the Year. This year, 34 teachers elected to do so. From there, after a rigorous vetting process, we're always rigorous, we have narrowed the list of 34 to 5. And let me say, these 5 are dynamite. Sit back. That's right. Sit back, relax, and let's get to know each of our top 5 right now.
My name is Wendy Feit. This is my 22nd year teaching health, my 17th year teaching here at Harford County Public Schools and at North Harford Middle School.
Hello everyone, my name is Haejung Kim. I teach science at Joppatown High School. This is my 13th year teaching in Maryland. This is my 8th year in Joppatown High School.
My name is Shelby Holtquist. I'm a special educator at Havity Grace Elementary School. I've been teaching in Harford County for 8 years, going into my 9th year teaching.
Hi, my name is Kate Veet. I'm the kindergarten teacher at Darlington Elementary School. I have been teaching in Harford County for 20 years.
Hi, I'm Nicole Young. I am a 7th grade math teacher at Southampton Middle School. I have taught my entire 20-year career here at Southampton. The reason I wanted to get into teaching is I've always had a love for children. And if you ask my mom why I got into teaching math, she would tell you she knew it was going to happen long before I ever became a teacher, because when you see geese flying in a V, I, for some reason, didn't say that. I said that they were flying in a greater than symbol. So she knew well before I did that I was actually going to be a math teacher.
I've always wanted to be a teacher. When I was a child, I would play teacher with my stuffed animals and with neighbors and other kids. I've always loved working with children, and I've worked with children ever since I was in high school. I love teaching kindergarten. I've been doing that for about 10 years now, and working with the little ones has been one of my favorite things that I've done.
When I was in elementary school, I was always working with a student who has Down syndrome. And I just never understood why. Every year she was in my class, but where I grew up in Norrisville, it's not hard to be in the same class with somebody. But even through middle school and high school, we still had some similar classes, and I enjoyed working with her. And then come to find out a few years later, her mom had reached out to me and said, you know, we requested to have her be in your classes because you were always just so kind to her and you enjoyed working with her, and it was just a nice familiar face. And so I always think about her, and she's just a big inspiration for why I do what I do.
I think the proudest moment for me is when I hear them say, thank you for helping me survive middle school. I don't think any of us as teachers realize the impact that we have on a day-to-day basis. Specifically, just last quarter, we were working in 7th grade on a food truck project, and it was a student that was normally pretty quiet, really never seemed like, I felt like I was just really struggling to reach. And we got to this project and we started talking about a menu, and the students started talking about how much they missed their grandmother. And I said, well, what do you mean? And he said, I used to always cook and bake with her. And that was such a turnaround moment and a connection that I had been looking for. And the food truck project was amazing. He went above and beyond what was required, even to the point we have other teachers that come in as judges, and he even baked a pie for them to sample as part of his menu. And that was just a really cool turnaround moment that happened like right in front of me, that I was just so proud of him feeling that comfort level, being able to share something like that and trusting me with that information, and then like just seeing how he kind of took what he was going through and made it something really cool.
I came here when I was 17 with no English skills at all. And then I had a great teacher when I came here. So I took AP Chemistry. Teacher was great. but she and we can only draw the picture to communicate. But she asked me to come school early and stay after school and try to teach me all the concepts of the chemistry. That was very aha moment for me. So from her help, I can get through the high school. I can get all credit to graduate. I successfully go to the college and then major in chemistry. Her is my inspiration. So from that experience, I feel like, okay, I'm gonna be the teacher and then I'm gonna help my student. I'm gonna help everybody who needs, right? So to become a teacher, right? That's my job, that's my calling, right? I need to see everybody's struggles, right? I try to help them from the beginning to the end so they can successfully finish their high school years.
There's lots of different reasons why I teach and why I love teaching, but working with the students and seeing their progress. As a kindergarten teacher, I have students who come to me who went to preschool, who didn't go to preschool, but in kindergarten, you get to see the most growth. I have students who come to me who don't know their letters and numbers, and by the end of the year, I have them reading and writing and counting to 10 or 100 and writing sentences and doing equations. So just seeing the progress that my students make.
There are two things wakes me up every morning. The one is, of course, that's a cell phone alarm, and the other alarm is my heart alarm towards my students. And last winter, I had a surgery for my ovarian cancers. I was away from school for 6 weeks. So first 2 weeks, my heart alarm was broken. I couldn't hear any. But after 2 weeks, my heart alarm started activated again. That was calling from my student. It was a great moment. So after 6 weeks of the recovery, I came back to school and then I met my student. It was great. That was like a great moments I have.
It's humbling. I would say I was very honored in these last few weeks. I've been very blessed with my students coming in like just today. They knew I was a little bit nervous, so they were giving me thumbs up and wishing me good luck. And I think like just hearing those things, reflecting on the last 22 years of teaching, I think this whole process makes you do that, and just to be proud of what you've been able to do, but also be looking at the people that you've been lucky enough to be nominated with and what can make you better as you continue on maybe another 17 more, whatever the future holds.
When I was teaching a few years ago, I had students, I looped with them from about kindergarten all the way up till 4th grade. And so this student she had a lot of needs when she was in kindergarten and 1st grade, and I was lucky to be able to work with that group of students for so long. And just last year, she's now in middle school, she reached out to me and she said, "I hope you're doing well. I really miss you. I hope you had fun at your wedding. I just want to let you know I'm getting straight A's and I'm in National Honor Society." And I just think back to when she was in kindergarten, and she definitely had some significant needs, but having that email being sent to me was just a big brag moment because, like I said, I don't always get to see the benefits of what I do, but I was able to get that confirmation from her through email.
A young lady that I taught many years ago who came into my classroom and had a lot of background struggles. And she would come into my room and she would have her head down. She hated math, but I never gave up on her. I never let her just sleep through class. I just always tried to bring her into conversations, tried to learn what she enjoyed. I went to some of her softball games. By the end of the year, she was actually participating in math class, and she was coming during lunch, or she would come in and see me during homeroom. And now she really never thought that she was going to make much of her life, and now she has been contacting me recently, now that she's out of high school, and telling me all of these great stories about how now she's an esthetician and she has gotten married and she has a child, and how she feels like none of this would have been possible had I given up on her. I love that she still keeps in contact with me, and I just kind of get to see where life is taking her.
Aren't they all inspiring? It is my pleasure to introduce our 5 Teacher of the Year finalists who are stellar representations of the teaching community as well as their school communities. Top 5, please stand when I call your name, in alphabetical order, of course. Wendy Fight, health teacher, North Harford Middle School. Haejun Kim, science teacher, Joppatown High School. Shelby Hultquist, special education teacher at Havre de Grace Elementary School. Kate Veet, kindergarten teacher at Darlington Elementary School. And Nicole Young, mathematics teacher at Southampton Middle School. Harford County Public Schools teachers are charged with preparing and inspiring our students to succeed by setting high expectations and actively engaging each student. The teachers we are honoring today and those who came before them are truly the stars of the teaching profession. We thank this year's finalists for their tireless efforts and their passion to enrich the lives of students around the county. By being named one of the 5 finalists, their outstanding leadership and superior achievements in the field of education are recognized and honored. There's no doubt that their creativity and expertise is truly transforming the future of our children.
Absolutely. There's no greater calling, right? And so now that you've had the chance to meet all of our finalists for the 2025 Teacher of the Year Award and have met all of our OD winners, we need to take a moment and take a pause. I know the 5 of you are like, can we please just get on with it? To acknowledge some really important folks, and that's our generous business sponsors who have helped to make this evening special. Many of these partners donated gifts to the various ODs, which they will receive at the end of the program. Additionally, their generous contributions have 100% financed this evening's event. You've seen the names of all of our business partners at the beginning of the presentation this evening, and they are also highlighted on our social media pages and in the program, but I want to bring special recognition to a few at this time. So band, this is your cue. All right, give one more round of applause to our band. And here we go. Coppermine, Harco Credit Union, Jones Junction, APG FCU, Platinum sponsor, Dell, Enotria, woo, good food, Freedom Federal Credit Union, our Harford County Education Association, Harford County Public Library, Hurricane Express Wash, Wade Sewell from our Board of Education. Thank you, Mr. Sewell. Courtyard by Marriott. Lucasia Power and Lighting. Is that right? Patient First. Oh, Richardson's Flowers and Gifts for our beautiful corsages and boutonnieres. Thank you. Several silver sponsors, Aberdeen Ironbirds, American Design, Arena Club, Churchville Golf and Baseball, Courtney's Kids Foundation. Give them a round of applause. Around with Delta Family Restaurant, E-Cycle, Flavor Cupcakery, Forest Hill Lanes, Geneva Farm Golf Course, Harford Bank, HCC, Harford County Bus Contractors Association, our Harford County Public Schools Drivers and Attendance Committee, and our Transportation Department. Thank you. Also, our Harford County Retired School Personnel Association, Hashim Cupcakes and Sweets, Havre de Grace Maritime Museum and Environmental Center, Hershey Creamery, and Holistic Hands and Healing. Horizon Cinemas, Jarrettsville Creamery, Ladue Gardens, Lavish Salon and Spa, Marked Promotions, National Aquarium, Pairings Bistro, Saxons, ShopRite in Forest Hill, and a personal favorite, Sunshine Grove. They have great cake. 31, the Vagabond Sandwich Company, Way Back Burgers, Wegmans, and Wackenfuss Candies. Silver sponsors. Yeah. Woo! You know, if you get a chance, please enjoy their services in the community. And when you do, please thank them for helping to elevate excellence in education. As a way to say thank you, each partner will receive a 2025 Celebration of Excellence in Education window cling, which they can proudly display at their establishment, denoting their outstanding contributions to our community. This year's Teacher of the Year winner will move on to the State Teacher of the Year competition. You know a little bit about that, don't you? Mm-hmm. Where they will once again receive gifts and prizes from the state. I've got this envelope and it's burning a hole in my hand right now.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
I think it's time too, but first, I just want to say these sponsors are amazing, and if I'm being transparent, I think I've been enjoying some of their services a little too much. So I'm going to still go out there and get some cupcakes and some of the other things because we really appreciate what they do for us in our community. The other thing is Peter and I planned this interpretive dance. So did you want us to do the dance first, or do you want us to announce the winner first? I hear people saying dance. You ready? No, we didn't. We didn't do that. All right, Peter, I think it is time.
Okay.
So at this time, I'm going to invite Superintendent Bolson and our Board of Education President, Dr. Aaron Poynton, to the stage to name our 2025 HCPS Teacher of the Year. Please welcome Dr. Bolson and Dr. Poynton.
Boy, this is exciting. Good evening. Dr. Bolson and I have a dance as well. No, I'm kidding.
Nothing new.
I know we're ready, but before we get started this evening, I want to take one final opportunity to thank all of our generous sponsors again for their donations, and we hope that you will continue to support. Okay, technical glitch. I'll just shortcut this and say thank you to all of our generous sponsors once again, because I know we want to move forward. And we hope that you will continue to support this great cause year after year.
Ooh,
Is it time?
Okay, it's time.
I think it's time. I don't know what we're supposed to say either, so.
All right, so now the moment that we've been waiting for.
I think it's time for drum roll.
Okay.
Drum roll.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
And the 2025 Teacher of the Year for Harford County is Shelby Holtquist. So Shelby, congratulations on having earned the title of Harford County Teacher of the Year. Incredible honor to be named by your peers and supervisors as our top educator and I commend you for all of your hard work and everything you do every day on behalf of our students. So now, you get to be the person to give some of the last words for the evening. I see you have a speech there. You ready to roll?
Sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, as a special educator, my students sometimes get confused. They don't always think I'm a real teacher, so they're never going to believe me now that I'm officially a teacher. Whew. Okay. I'm incredibly grateful and honored to receive this award, and would like to thank Dr. Carpenter, Dr. Stanton, and Dr. Balson, as well as our many sponsors and community partners for organizing this beautiful event and creating a space to celebrate the individuals who help our education system thrive. So I know we've been clapping a lot, but please give it up to everyone who played a part for tonight. It is truly an honor to stand here among so many dedicated educators and staff who change students' lives every single day. As I look around, I see so many faces of those who have helped shape me into the teacher I am today. To all the educators, colleagues, friends, and family who have supported, inspired, and challenged me, thank you. It's a powerful reminder that so often we don't realize the depth of our impact on others and just how far that impact reaches. To my husband, family, and in-laws, don't cry, Mom. Thank you for always being my biggest cheerleaders. Your love, support, and patience mean everything to me. I love you all so much. To my school family, being part of the Grace and working in a community filled with such compassion, energy, and commitment has been inspiring and has driven me to do my very best every single day. Thank you. Marigolds repel pests, attract beneficial insects, improve soil health, and come in a wide variety. This year's top 5, the Marigold Mosaic, embodies all that it means to be a marigold. Wendy, Kate, Haejong, and Nicole, it has been a pleasure getting to know each of you. I'm excited to continue sharing our stories and dreams of how we can uplift and inspire those around us. Our mission, which is to surround ourselves with people that help us grow, is alive and well. And I'm so thankful to be surrounded by all of you. To last year's top 5, I know you guys are all spread out, the visionary voices. You truly have been our marigolds. Your encouragement, wisdom, and kindness through this process have meant so much to all of us. Thank you. Being named Teacher of the Year means I now have both the opportunity and responsibility to speak up for those who may not always have a voice. But most importantly, it means that together we can continue to work toward our shared goal, making every student feel seen, valued, and successful. Thank you.
To go down now?
This is one of those fun parts that we get to share with you. Shelby, come over here. Come in the middle. Yes, come in the middle here. So I've got to scoot back here. So we have 2 of our gold level sponsors who would like to present you. And this is the first of a lot of gifts, right, Paula? This is like the shower, right?
Get ready,
girl. Right? Get ready, girl. That's right. And so we have Mary Chance from Jones Junction and Gil Kennedy from Harco Federal Credit Union, and as well as Alex Colson. Can you please come up to the stage to present our Teacher of the Year with 2 of our gifts? Can we give our generous sponsors a round of applause? Up. You can take the microphone and take the stage. Thank you again. Thank you again. Yep, you'll be next.
I'm Mary Chance, and I am with Jones Junction. And Obviously, it is a real pleasure for Jones to honor this lovely lady, a teacher who has given up a lot of her time and energy to teach our children. But what I'm hoping that you all will do when you see her driving the Jones Junction car that says Teacher of the Year with a big apple on it, you'll wave, you'll honk, and give her the honor and praise she deserves. Thank you. Christine Cupp, my sidekick, has the key that isn't going to work too well, but she can hang in her classroom for.
Hello, my name is Gil Kennedy. I am President and CEO of Harco Credit Union. I can tell you this is a wonderful event. It's wonderful from the perspective of Harco's origins since 1955 has been to support the education community. And we have been a sponsor of this event, I think, for 10 years. And we're really, really excited about this opportunity to be just a small part of this. And we're proud to be a contributor to this wonderful event. I want to congratulate all the finalists who will get a check for $1,000 each. And for our award winner, Shelby, you get a check for $2,000. And if I could just say one thing. This is really a special event for me personally in that my daughter, who has Down syndrome, went through the Harford County school system. And one of the folks that really played an integral part of her success in the school system was Mr. Chris Terry. So not only Mr. Terry was awarded with a special recognition, but now we have a special educator. So I'm honored to be here tonight. Thank you.
Right. Can we give it one more time for Shelby Holquist, our 2025 Teacher of the Year? Thank you so much. Yeah, you can sit down.
Thank you again, Shelby. We look forward to hearing so much more from you as the 2025 Teacher of the Year throughout the upcoming school year. What an amazing night of celebrating excellence in education. Isn't that right, Peter?
Gosh, yes, it has been really, really amazing. And we want to thank each of you for joining us for this unique celebration. We want to extend our congratulations to our Education Hall of Fame inductees, all of our OD nominees and winners, and our outstanding teachers. You are the lifeblood and the heartbeat of our school system, and we are so grateful for you and all that you do.
And to our 4 Teacher of the Year finalists and newly crowned Teacher of the Year, you have shared with us the incredible passion that you all have for motivating and preparing your students for life, and we so appreciate that.
Oh my gosh, yes, every single day. I'm so proud to be a teacher, so proud.
Me too.
I had a good time tonight, did you?
I did, and don't let Peter get away without saying thank you to him. Peter is the wrangler who wrangles all of this together to make sure that this night really pops.
We really have a very amazing team that gets this done, and there are a few others that we need to give a standing ovation to. So can we do that now?
Let's do it.
Let's get the blood flowing. Stand on up with us, please. Let's do some clapping. And so we're going to start. Sorry, I stepped on your line. We're going to start with our Celebration of Excellence in Education team who planned this entire event. Joining Paula and me, please recognize Joyce Jablecki, Kim Sullivan, Lori Gollinghurst, Mary Beth Stapleton, Stephanie Wall, Jillian Lader, Lindsay Billadu, Audrey Voss, Christy Crawford-Schmick, Jay Behrens, Kyle Anderson, and Kathy Bendis. Give them a round of applause. Drew Moore as well. You get to do this one.
Do you all, yes. Do you all see how I tricked Peter into doing my lines? All right, so I knew he would read those names much better and faster than I would. And to those who helped make this night go smoothly, we also want to thank Jeffrey Winfield and Josh Deal and the students from Havre de Grace High School for providing our music. And 2 more notes of gratitude, our students who helped create our delicious appetizers in the beginning, as well as Kayla Oteza, who kicked off this evening's festivities. Can we give them a round of applause? Yes.
And what about our hosts with the most, the staff of Mountain Christian Church? They set this up, and this entire evening up for you. Can we give them a round of applause? And of course, all of you. We want to thank you for all that you do for our students and for our system.
Yes.
We look forward to seeing you all next year, because who will be crowned then? Please follow our Teacher of the Year as she experiences this year-long journey through her blog, which will be found on our Harford County Public Schools website, hcps.org. Now, a few parting words. You can go ahead and have a seat. If you were named an official Odie winner this evening, we're going to ask you to come up to the stage to claim a few prizes for you. We have a very special bag for you, as well as a cool beach towel. Summer's around the corner. We also have a very amazing banner for you to display in your school and or your workplace and or your bus. Actually, we have a smaller version for your bus.
Yeah.
That you are an Odie winner for this school year, as well as a couple of other goodies in there. If you were a nominee and or if you were one of our 54 Teachers of the Year, as you're exiting this evening, you'll see a table full of stuff with shirts. Please stop by there so that we can make sure that you get your swag before you leave. And for those of you who were in the other categories and in the top 3 or top 5, please make sure you stop out there as well. Our generous sponsors would like to really lavish upon you. And one last note, let's talk about grand exits. If and where you're headed takes you towards the Edgewood, Joppa, Abingdon area, you can quickly turn right onto it's not even 152, Peter, Mountain Road, as you exit the area. But if you're headed to Fallston or Bel Air area, you might find it challenging to turn left onto Mountain Road coming out this exit. So you can either turn right and take Singer Road into Bel Air, or as you leave the parking lot, you can hang a right here and go towards the old church building and take Jerusalem Road towards Fallston, and then you will come to the first intersection. You can turn right, and that will take you to the light at Mountain Road, where you can more easily take a left. We hope that in all of your travels, you travel safely, and thank you
and good
night.